Hey my babies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys here today. We are going to do this 4x4 closure install. So if you're ready, let's hop right into it. Alright, so the unit I'm working with today is a 20-inch deep wave 4x4 closure. And here's the inside just so you can get some reference of what's going to be on my head. There's the closure, there's 4 combs, and it also has the adjustable straps on the side. The first thing I'm going to do is tint the lace with my Makeup Forever HD Skin Makeup, and I did bleach the knots and I over bleached the front just a little bit. So I just wanted to show y'all that because I have heard sometimes when it comes out like that in the front, it is a little bit beneficial. So we'll see how that turns out. But for now, I'm just going to put a couple coats of my makeup to tint the lace. The tinting is complete, so I'm going to put on my bald cap and kind of adjust it to prepare it for a closure. And then I'm going to get my wig and pop it on and see how it looks with the cap, because from my last experience with a closure, I wasn't really feeling how the cap looked. So I'm going to try my best right here to conceal the cap. I don't want you to see it at all. After my wig is adjusted the way I want, I'm going to use my small dense makeup brush and add some more of that makeup to the outside of the lace, just along the hairline. I'm going to clean up underneath the lace and get all that makeup and any excess oil or dirt off of my forehead to prep it for gluing. As I'm pulling it up, I'm just trying to get it to the middle, so I decided to do a middle part just to ensure that my wig is not on crooked and that the closure is certainly in the middle. At this point, I was noticing that you could see the thick band from the wig cap through the lace, and I didn't like that because, like I said, I wanted to conceal the wig cap as much as possible. But once I took it off, it was perfect. So the scalp still was looking, not the scalp, the part was still looking like scalp, and I knew I could always add concealer or makeup. So yeah, now I'm just adjusting it once and for all and playing around with the parting to see how I want to wear it, seeing if I want my baby hairs out or not. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do before I get into the glueless install. Alright, so now that my forehead has been prepped and my wig is centered, I'm going to use my Got to Be Glued freeze spray to lay down this closure. So I decided what I was going to do was put 3 layers of the freeze spray down on my forehead, and obviously I dried in between. I just used whatever was closest to me to dry it, opposed to using my blow dryer, and this piece of cardboard worked fine. So once it was tacky enough, I went ahead and added the next layer. I didn't show the 3rd layer, but y'all get the point, right? So once it was tacky after the 3rd, I went ahead and put the lace onto the glue, and I used my comb to really just get it secured. And when I'm done getting it secured, I decided that I was going to do another layer of glue on top because I really wanted it to stay. I didn't want to have to keep spraying any more of this freeze spray. Once it was down, I wanted it to be down for a good 3 to 5 days if it could. So yep, once I did that a good 2 or 3 more times on top of the lace, I grabbed the same comb and I dried it up. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm showing you guys the other layer. I think I did this 2 or 3 times, like I said. So once it was nice and dry, you already know I'm going to grab my melt band and just secure that down and let it melt. After melting for about 30 minutes, I decided, okay, this is enough time to, girl, what was I doing? I think I was just so excited about this hair, y'all. But anyways, so once it's time to cut the lace, I lift up the lace from the glue as far as I can get to the hairline without lifting it past the hairline. That makes sense. And then I'm just going to cut off the lace after I make my little tabs. I'll do one tab at a time. And then today what I did different was I used shears first to get majority of the lace off. And then when I was done, I noticed that there was still like a white line where you could see that the glue had lifted when I pulled up the lace initially. So I decided to go back in with my small scissors, my eyebrow scissors, and just get that little white line off. And this technique worked pretty well this time for me. So that was interesting. But let me know what y'all think about this technique, because I just kind of did it on a whim and just did what felt right. So this is how I'm going about cutting off my lace for this closure. This is what the unit is looking like after I cut all of the lace off the closure. I was actually so proud of this. It looks so clean, and I just didn't see any lace in sight, so it was looking pretty natural in my opinion. But now that that is all together, I'm gonna get into these baby hairs, you guys. And I was just taking little thin portions of hair out the front, mapping them out just to see where I wanted them, how I wanted them. And I was initially going for, you know, natural baby hairs, but I'm still trying to fill out my style that I like best with baby hairs on my units. So I really was just playing around with it for sure. But yeah, once I mapped everything out, I ended up getting my Nairobi foam and laying down those baby hairs, girl. So I'm gonna just let y'all watch and enjoy me constructing them, and I'll catch y'all in just a few minutes. Here I am adding the third swoop to this baby hair look, and I thought I was quite content with it for the moment, but apparently I wasn't, because then I changed up the whole style of the baby hairs, not once but twice. But at this point, I just fixed them up a little bit, and then when I was happy with it at this very moment, I went ahead and sprayed some more freeze spray onto the lace, because I took so long, my lace did start to lift from the foam I was using. So yeah, I'm going to spray it again and set it with my melt band. For my next step, I'm going to use the Edge Booster wax stick just for my roots, and I'm only going to use a tiny bit because I didn't want to take away too much of the volume I had in this unit, because I was loving it, but I just wanted to see what it would be like if I did just lay it a little bit, and then depending on how I felt about it would determine if I continue to do this on my deep wave wigs in the future. But it was all right. I was feeling it. So yeah, I'm just going to use my hot comb and go right over top of where I put the wax stick. And when I'm all done, I'm going to get into styling. So to get ready to style, I sectioned away my hair. I grabbed my water bottle and my curling cream of choice for this hair. I didn't necessarily want to use gel, so I just grabbed a nice thick and moisturizing curling cream, and I dampened off my hair to start. detangle it, and then I'm just gonna add some of that product. I like to rake it through, and then I'm gonna do the shingling method. I didn't put too much thought into the shingling method, but I definitely just wanted to see what these curls could really hit for, so I decided I was gonna go ahead and do that. It didn't take me so long. So like I said, I just did it without thought, and then when I was done, I scrunched the entire section and just made sure that I reapplied some more water before doing so that I could get the most out of these curls. After scrunching, this is what the curls look like, you guys. This was getting me so excited. So I went ahead and repeated the steps on, what did I do? I think I did about 3 sections on each side of my head, just to thoroughly get the product through the hair and define the curls how I wanted. So yeah, stick around for the wet results, y'all. Now to top it off, I added some Nairobi foam to my roots just to lay everything down and set it into place. And this is what my hair looks like with water, product, and after being shingled. I didn't waste any time letting this hair air dry, so I immediately picked up my blow dryer with the diffuser head and just started to dry it. I didn't really do it in any particular way or use any particular motion. I just knew that I wanted it to get dry and that I had already scrunched the hair, so I didn't have to do a scrunching motion with the diffuser at this point. But once it was about 70% dry, I decided to grab this oil. It's a dry oil, so it wasn't heavy on my hair at all. It was perfect, and it immediately added the shine that I wanted. And I used it to break up the clumps or separate the clumps that I created while I was shingling. So doing this, one, created more volume, and two, it just helps so that when I go back in with the diffuser, my hair can dry even more thoroughly now that the clumps are exposed. Like, you know what I mean? Like the strands are exposed a little bit more now that they aren't in the clumps. I do this with my natural hair as well. So yeah, that's what I did. I'm gonna do it on this side, and then I'll move on to the other side doing the same thing. And like I said, I'll pick up my blow dryer. Oh, that was a juicy one. Anyway, I'll pick up my blow dryer and just dry it until it's a little bit more dry to my liking. Here's what the hair was looking like after I separated. Oh my goodness, I was getting so excited. It looked so pretty to me. So I just went ahead, grabbed my blow dryer, and I dried for not too much longer, but just until it felt pretty dry. Nothing too crazy. Here's my hair after I finished blow drying for good. And yeah, I mean, it was a giving. It was a giving. I'm gonna let y'all take a little 360 look at it. My hair is basically done at this point, you guys. It only took a few steps. Like I said, I redid my baby hairs at this point, but just sit back and watch me transform. Hey babes, let's get into this final look. I'm really feeling the curls. They came out really nice. I'm hoping that over the course of the next couple of days, they get a little bit bigger. Once my hair got to about 90% dry while I was diffusing, I just let it air dry the rest of the way while I did my makeup, made a couple TikToks. This is what it looks like 100% dry, and I do like it. I'm hoping that it gets a little bit bigger over the course of the next couple of days, but I guess I'll have to find out. Other than that, the lace turned out really good. I'm gonna let y'all look, because I did bleach it. I probably mentioned that, but I over bleached just the front a little bit, and I'm pretty sure that's what's helping give me a more natural look, because it's kind of going from like brown in here to like dark, so it's blending in with my skin tone. I don't know, I think I might try and do that on purpose from now on, because I'm loving how it looks. Overall, I would rate this install about a 9. I love the way the wig fits on my head. Normally with like closure, sometimes you have to worry about the way it like fits over your ear. Like maybe it's like flapping on top of your ear, or it's too small and it's hanging way over your ear. For me personally, it's a perfect fit, so I really am enjoying the way this wig is sitting on my head. It's very comfortable. It's like I'm not wearing anything on my head. Love that. The quality of the hair, the manageability of the hair, the lace, I'm giving this install a 9 overall. Let me know what you guys rate this in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys think about it, but I'm enjoying it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a big old thumbs up. And you already know, if you want to see more from me, because I got more for you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.